everybody. Just wanted to do a little bit of a driving video with you. Got a beautiful sunset right now. Here, let me adjust you a little bit so you can see the sky a little better. Absolutely stunning sunset driving through the mountains in southern Ohio right now. I'd kind of like to start a little series here where we do a video just like this as we go through a lot of the different states, because there's so much natural beauty that we can just soak up together. I love being a part of such a great industry where I'm able to experience things like this. But right now we're not on any major interstate. We're on Ohio State Highway 32, headed west. Gonna have some great opportunities for beautiful videos like this. We might be able to get a good Ozark sunset in down in like Arkansas in the next couple days. But it's just been amazing seeing so much of this beauty, especially here. I think I'm right on the tip of the Appalachian Mountains. Picked up this load earlier, kind of near West Virginia, so that kind of gives you an idea. If you pay attention, there's a sign up here, about 78 miles east of Cincinnati, Ohio. But heading down towards Arkansas right now, and I'm just soaking this all up. I think around this corner here, we're going to get a little bit of a better view of the sunset, because it is just perfect. It stormed all day today, and now it's cleared up, and I mean, just look at that sky. Can you believe that? But I appreciate everybody who's checked my videos out. If you're interested in getting into trucking, feel free to check out the first two videos I've uploaded. The first one's kind of just showing you the ropes, giving you an idea of what you might be able to expect coming to a truck driving career. The second video is kind of just a brief synopsis on what I'm wanting to do with this channel. So, again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I'm gonna come around this bend here. These mountain roads are stunning. I can't say that enough. I know I sound like a broken record, but this is just wonderful. Not too stressful, not too windy. This is just a trucker's dream right here. Here we go. We got a fellow hauling doubles coming from the east. Wonderful. Going up a little hill here, so apologies. It's a little shaky. We'll tame out here in a second. But we got a really heavy load, so it's going to slow me down considerably going uphill where I'm weighted down so much. But what a beautiful day. Want to give a shout out to all the folks here in Ohio, especially southern Ohio. You know, I know there's a lot of people here that love their state, a lot of people that don't love it so much, but I really do think there's a lot of beautiful places here. I've been to most of the cities, been to Dayton, been to Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, Cincinnati. Really nothing too terrible to say at all. Even the cities, I don't mind. The traffic is manageable, with the exception of one or two. You know, there's give and take every city you go to. But if you live in Cincinnati and the traffic's real bad, or Columbus or Cleveland, I appreciate. Oh, there we go. We got a deer. See you later, buddy. But no, I appreciate how mild the traffic is, and I've been here several times already, and let me know if I'm just lucky. Maybe it's much worse than I think it is at certain points, but this is a great place. It's really cool. Didn't expect to see some wildlife out here, but kind of always got to expect it, especially at dusk like this when the sun's going down. Let's throw our lights on. We got some cars coming up behind us. Just want to make sure they can see us. There's plenty of daylight still, but you can never be too safe, right? Falling rocks. Be careful. I've seen a lot of those signs, and I understand they serve a good purpose, but drop a comment if you've ever seen some falling rocks. I haven't. Probably be pretty cool. Looks like we're approaching the apex of this hill here, so we're going to start to head down, entering Adams County. aggressive for your truck to handle it. And the last thing you want is to be a runaway truck, like you said. And you also don't know what's lingering around. Say I come around that corner and there's a whole bunch of traffic backed up. I don't think that's something I should expect in a part of the country like this, but you just never know. Say a truck rolled over, that can happen anywhere. Just trying to keep these Jake brakes below 20,000, 2,000 RPM. If you're a truck driver, you know, but for those of you that don't drive, the engine brake that we use, it's very, very helpful, but it can be just as helpful as it is damaging if you don't watch your RPMs. I know that's a lot of things that's something that a lot of people who drive regular cars wouldn't consider as much, but I find it to be quite important, especially with a big truck like this. You don't want to overheat it. I'm sure one of these days we'll have an opportunity to do a video going over Mount Asheville in North Carolina. Not too far away from where I live, actually. That hill there, especially if you're coming northbound on I-26, it gets very, very steep to the point where I'll have the Jake brakes on and you'll even hear the fan. There's a fan in the engine that will cool it down. And that'll kick on, you'll hear it. So hopefully we get an opportunity to do that here soon. I know I'm going to be bringing this truck to South Carolina at some point in the next few days, so we may have an opportunity unless I come from the south. If I come in through Atlanta, I don't know what highway that is off the top of my head, but if I come in through Atlanta towards Columbia, it's pretty flat there. Still a beautiful part of the country. I'd really like to do a video down there in the Gulf states, but I'm sure I'll have that opportunity here soon. But again, a lot of cool features on this truck. It's very different from your average car. Not just in the way it looks, but in the way it handles too. This is just fantastic. I'd like to do a video here soon on CB radios. I got great radio here. It's very helpful, especially when I'm in heavy traffic, telling me which lanes I need to be in or not in. And there's plenty of opportunity to use it on the interstates too, but just not really much of a need for it out here. Traffic is very light, as you can see. I can only see 5 cars on the highway in front of me and behind me, so probably won't get much communication out of it at the moment, but I'd like to do. I'm going to be headed through some cities here in the next few days, so I'll definitely do a city drive video and get some CB action on that for all y'all who like the CB radios. I think they're real cool. They're very helpful. I used to have one in my truck. I had an SUV, outfitted it with a CB. I'll tell you what, it was really helpful at times. I'll tell you, seriously. I know a lot of southern boys like to do that, and I gotta give a shout out to my southern boys. I love them. I've lived in Tennessee for 4 years, and there are some amazing people down there. I'll tell you what, they're very creative and smart, and got a lot of good ideas. So keep them coming, southern men. And I don't want to cast out my northern people too. I grew up in New England, from Rhode Island originally, and that was my bread and butter until I moved to Tennessee and found out how amazing it was. But won't leave my northern friends out too, especially considering we're in a state that's pretty northern, I'd say. Yeah, just taking as much of that sky as you can. At the moment we're heading southwest. Sun's setting to my right, but you can't really see it because the tree line there is pretty dense. A lot of forestation here. I never would have expected foresting like this in Ohio. I had a little condo up in New Hampshire growing up. My family did, and the trees here remind me a lot of that. Regardless, there were mostly birch trees there in central New Hampshire. But just the way these trees hold themselves, they kind of remind me of that. It's interesting because I know a lot of northern Ohio, aside from the cities, is quite flat. But this is probably just a little bit of Appalachia runoff, we'll call it. Alright everybody, well thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these videos. I'll definitely have more of them coming here really soon. Gonna be stopping here soon in a little bit, so we'll try to get a video driving through Kentucky tomorrow if I can, unless I make it good ways through there tonight. Kentucky's a gorgeous state, so I'll talk to y'all real soon. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day and be safe. Bye bye.